All right, welcome. This is our Community College Month video. As everyone who works here knows, April is Community College Month. This is where we get to take some time to sort of reflect upon what we do as community college faculty and staff, think about the importance of our mission to our students, and really reassess where we're going, and really, and more than anything, celebrate what we do. So in light of that, we have lots and lots of events for this month, but I'm just going to focus on a couple that are a little bit bigger, and everything else that we're doing, of course, is on our website and our daily calendar. But one of the most important events that we do all year round will be happening on Tuesday, April the 25th at 3 o'clock in Town Hall, and this is our student recognition ceremony. So students who have received scholarships, who are on the Executive Vice President's honor roll, and students who have been nominated by faculty will be awarded certificates and honored. Families are invited to attend, so everybody come by and help us celebrate our students' accomplishments. Another event that's kind of near to my heart is the CAB Paint the Prairie Dog Dash, which is on Saturday, April 29th at 9 o'clock. And it begins in the parking lot by our track. It runs the course of what I always refer to as Mark Busson's 5K route, because Mark Busson invented that 5K route many, many years ago. But it's always a fun event, so come on out. You don't have to be able to run. If you can run, walk, do whatever you want to, but it's a good time to get outside, and it's always a fun event. And then also we will be having our second to the last cultural arts event, but a big cultural arts event on Saturday, April 22nd at Marshall, and this will be Tartan Terrors. So Tartan Terrors are a Celtic, Scottish kind of group. They're really good. They're a little bit more intense than some of the more acoustic Celtic groups that we've had in the past, so I think that everybody will really like them, and it should be a really, really good event. Some other things that are going on, not necessarily in conjunction with Community College Month, involve some IT upgrades. We'll be doing a phone upgrade very soon, which should be very seamless, and even though I'm telling you about it, it'll happen and you'll probably never even know about it. Your phone will just be better. And then IT will also be doing some upgrades to the Polycom system so that our ITV instruction, which started out as this antiquated thing with these big giant TV monitors all in a row, will eventually become a system where students can be at their desktops and faculty can be at their desktops, which for somebody like me seems like magic. I want to say a little bit about the email that I sent out yesterday and what all of you have heard about the governor's line item veto of the funding for higher education in our upcoming budget. I know this is kind of a stressful time for everybody, and believe me, when I got a phone call from our cabinet secretary on Friday, it was a stressful moment for me too. So at this moment, the governor has line item vetoed all of the funding for higher education. That means every college and university in the state of New Mexico. We have zero appropriation at this point. I'm not saying that to scare you a little bit more, but that's the way that's what's happened. This is part of a larger political strategy. So no one intends to defund higher education. The governor's not trying to defund higher education. The legislature's certainly not trying to defund higher education. Our cabinet secretary has probably been our fiercest champion in all of this. So there are some things that the governor wants to happen first. And so the higher education budget is being pulled out and held until some other things can happen. That means that we will be having a special session. I'm not really sure when that's going to happen. I've heard different things. My guess is it'll probably be sometime in May. The interesting thing about that is that our budget is due to the state May 1st. So what we've done is we've created a budget, which our board approved today, that is based on our appropriation outlined in House Bill 2, which was a 1.6% cut. So we have budgeted for that. The board has approved that budget, and if we need to adjust that budget later on, up or down, then we will do that. I fully expect that our budget will come in somewhere very close to that projected amount. That's a cut for us, but I don't think that'll be anything that'll change our way of life. I also do want to mention that partly in response to this, and largely in response to this morning our board did approve a tuition increase, so our tuition will go up for the fall, not for the summer, for the fall, from $39 a credit hour for our in-state students, in-district students, to $44 a credit hour. That still keeps us lower than almost all of our competitors in the state. Our students who are Texas residents and are taking classes and fall within that 135-mile radius and are receiving in-state out-of-district tuition, the tuition increase for that is still less than what all of our Texas competitors are. So we haven't raised tuition for 5 years. Our board hates to raise tuition. They do it very reluctantly and not without a whole lot of thought and a whole lot of information. But we've been cut almost 8% over the past couple of years, and so we have to start generating more revenue ourselves in response to this. And most of our competitors have raised tuition every year for the last 5 years. I'm proud that we have been able to refrain from doing that and keeping the cost low for our students. The cost is still going to be low for our students, but it is going to go up for the fall. Again, I just want to try to emphasize to everyone that I know this is stressful, but I hope that no one is worried, especially, no one should be worried about their job. That's not the situation. The situation is more a budgeting situation where we have a state of uncertainty because we don't actually have an appropriation. We will have an appropriation, and I fully feel that it will be an appropriation that's pretty much about what we were expecting. If you have any questions about this, please come and talk to me. Other than that, I think that what we probably should be stressed out about is that it's getting close to the end of the semester. I find that that's always a stressful time. It's always a stressful time for our students. So let's try to help our students hang in there, get to the end of the semester, graduate, do all those kinds of things that'll help them move on to their careers and on to the next semester if that's where they're going. As always, I recognize the hard work that you do. Everybody's doing a great job. Let me know how I can help you.